Greetings. Today I'm getting ready to make some ketchup. I'm tossing in some chopped up shallots, no oil, and then a little bit when it gets nice and caramelized, with a nice good amber color. I'm going to throw in some crushed tomatoes. Now, I'm using crushed tomatoes because I didn't have time to go to the store. And in case it happens to you, um, you can be having a planting bed and you're out of ketchup, but you have ingredients inside your cupboards to make it.
Oui.
So now we got the good color on the shallots, and then we're getting ready to add tomato sauce, the crushed tomatoes.
There we go. And the sauce.
And there we go. Pop it in there. On this, we're gonna let this mixture simmer for 45 minutes. You know, get a nice, good, robust shallot-y flavor with the tomatoes. Okay. Put that in there. Interesting fun fact, according to Nat Geo, 300 BC, the Chinese were the one that came up with the first ketchup using fish entrails, meat byproducts, and soybeans. It spread out through the Asian community and ended up in the Philippines, where the British picked it up in the 1700s. And they took it back home to them, using a variety of ingredients like mushrooms, mussels, oysters, white egg whites, anchovies, and walnuts. Now they made their variety of ketchup. The mushroom ketchup was the more successful. As a matter of fact, that mushroom ketchup is being made today as this. Okay, after the 45 minutes, we're going to get ready to strain this. We're going to get the juice and get as much pulp in the strain as we can, not into the pan itself, because I'm using a fresh pan for this. And we're going to leave it on simmer so the sauce can thicken. This is the part where I'm going to start throwing in the seasonings once the straining's done. Now, mushroom ketchup, forgive me, didn't arrive to the colonial United States until the 1700s, I think 1770s, and all 13 colonies were making it. It was until 1817 that tomatoes and anchovies were being used as the key ingredients, until 1850 when anchovies stopped being used because of the salty flavor. In 1876, Heinz ketchup was the first to produce the tomato ketchup commercially. I mean, it was popular. It was the ketchup was preferred over regular tomatoes because of the high acid. They thought it was poisonous. As they would eat the lead from the pewter plates.
Have more flavor. I'm using this setting. Nice. I'm using a different pan as well. You can see. There's your ketchup.
And later on, they started adding sugar as a preservative.
Now comes the
this
flavor.
is why you get your sweet and sour flavor mixed in. They've used a lot of other seasonings to spice
about 8 ounces of cider vinegar. Just pound.
Okay, I'm putting in here 8 ounces of cider vinegar. Get it all in there. I prefer using a wire whip because I make sure all the flavors are going to blend in versus using a spoon. I'm not making a product, I can just do the same thing. Get a nice good
You
stir.
get this to a nice simmering level, you know, and then the mush is gonna evaporate and it's gonna reduce, and then with the vinegar and the tomato both being
Okay, now we're
an
going to get
acid
ready
base,
to
you're
bring
looking
in
at
the seasonings. I'm going to be
it's
starting
gonna
with at
it's
least a
gonna thicken.
tablespoon of allspice.
Okay, now we're
There
gonna
it
add
is,
some.
allspice. 1 tablespoon.
You're gonna throw in a tablespoon of mace, ground mace,
And we're going to add mace.
nutmeg,
Nutmeg.
about a
1
tablespoon.
tablespoon.
About a tablespoon's worth of ginger.
1 tablespoon of ginger. Get that real nice and mixed in there. And we're going to add at least a teaspoon of prepared
A
mustard.
little bit of
You
mustard.
can use a powder. I didn't have any powder, so I got a bottle from the fridge.
That's about a teaspoon. Alright. I'm doing some smoked paprika. About a tablespoon's worth.
We can give it a nice, good smoky flavor. Or and about a tablespoon of smoked paprika.
You can adjust for flavoring.
And we're going to get ready to add black pepper.
We're going to throw some black pepper.
You can adjust the black pepper. I use about a tablespoon, maybe less. You know, it depends if you want some heat to it. If you want some heat to it, add some cayenne. Got some salt going to add into this. This is going to be for tasting. Don't use too much, don't use too little.
Not quite a tablespoon worth of salt. You want to taste ketchup, not salt.
Now, I mentioned earlier that sugar was being used. I mean, you can use brown sugar for this one, but I'm going to do something a little different on this one. I'm going to use about a cup's worth of, or at least 24 packets of Splenda, which equals a cup of sugar.
Some use cinnamon and sugar. We are going to use Splenda. This is about 24 packets of Splenda. Makes 1 cup of sugar.
That's 24 packets.
Pretty strong stuff.
One of the things I read about the making of ketchup is everyone had, when it first came out, everyone had a problem with it being too thin. There's a thin coat. You want to try to get it a little thicker. Let it simmer. That's what we're doing right now. We're just going to let it simmer and reduce the liquids and get the thickness out of it.
Let it simmer to reduce. But let's take a taste.
First opinion, taste test. Now this one, you're going to be able to taste it, the mace and nutmeg coming through. The Splenda's also as well. You're going to have a strong, smoky ketchup flavor. You know, it's going to be blended in. It's pretty much close enough to make a barbecue sauce by itself.
That's kind of a back kick. It was nice.
Don't forget to stir and get a little burning.
You definitely can taste
Okay,
allspice and the mace.
nice and smooth. It's got good color. Now I'm getting ready to add
Oh,
oregano.
salt.
A little bit more salt. Sorry. The oregano will go in
You
here
got a little
before it
bit of
goes.
oregano. Some of that brings out the sweetness, which is nice.
I cut this thing down to 12 minutes. Normally it's about an hour and a half to make. If you're gonna use fresh tomatoes,
If
it's
you
gonna
want
be
a
a
little
longer
thicker,
process because
about a
you gotta go
teaspoon
through the whole thing
of
of cutting
cornstarch.
it and squeezing and getting the juice out.
Must be right in there.
Right now, this is convenient in case you're in a hurry. If you're out of sauces, you need a ketchup or
Or
something,
use this for a base for
and
a
boom,
barbecue sauce.
you save the day. Coating will get a little better than before, as you can see.
Oh, yeah. Take a look at this. What do I mean?
Now, when this is done, second opinion, my bad.
Taste test.
There's a robust, sweet and savory flavor. Got a nice good coat on the back of the throat. There's the finished product after I took off the heat, let it cool, put it in a bowl. See the coating on that? Nice good coat. Here comes the real test. Stop French fry. Wait, wait, wait. Look at that. It's thick. Good job. There's your ketchup. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.